This is
It
crazy.
didn't work out. And so she was there before DJ Mustard was like really popping like that. All right.
She wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Y'all know how we do it. We get right into it. Let's go.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. For those of you who follow the DJ Mustard and Chanel Theory divorce, it was quite tumultuous with allegations coming out on both sides. It went public with her making several accusations of, DJ Mustard cheating, DJ Mustard doing this and that. And then, basically he was allowed to, she wanted like his luxury car collection and his mansion and things like that. And then basically he had to pay her like $315,000 in spousal support and then like almost like $25,000 a month, $24,500 a month. In child support, she wanted $80,000 a month, okay, in child support. And let me just say,
that sounds greedy as fuck. That's not child support. That's supporting you too. Like, you don't want to work, basically.
In her defense, right? Because I want to be more fair. She was with this guy for a long time. All right, they had children together. They finally got married. It didn't work out, and so she was there before DJ Mustard was like really popping like that. All right, from what I understand. Now, with that being said, he was the one that filed for divorce. For whatever the reason was that he filed, I don't think he ever publicly came out and said it, but he filed for divorce. DJ Mustard has since moved on, and he is now engaged to his girlfriend and latest child's mother, Brittany Stroud. All right? Now, if you ever want to talk about being a scorned lover, I'm talking about this, and so many times we hear how black men are scorned when their women move on. It's the men that's always pissed off and everything. Is that really always the case? Because I want to read these particular tweets. Now, please find something safe to do besides playing with me on the back end, yet presenting yourself happy to the world clown. All right, and she's referring to like the pictures he's been posting with his fiance. Your fiance riding around with our son not in the car seat. I say something about this and once again it's met with an ignore. My child's safety will never in life be taken lightly. Everyone will respect me as those kids' mothers, or I'll take it each and every time. Now run me that football schedule. Okay. I have never in my life met anyone more bitter than the person I am forced to deal with. How did a simple, can I have the football schedule turn into you updating your relationship status? Sir, I can give an F less if y'all engage. Congrats. Can someone please send me that MNF schedule now? Damn. I'm really annoyed. I've asked everyone on that side for my baby stuff and they keep ignoring me. Insane.
I'm going to tell you what usually happens in situations like this. Because first of all, why did she notice that he changed his relationship status? She sure noticed. You know what I'm saying? She coming out talking about this football schedule to the public as if that was the beginning. He coming out calling him bitter. But he the one filed for divorce. And he's not online complaining about your relationship status. So make that make sense. It's crazy how she noticed that I asked for the football schedule. Now you change your relationship status. That's crazy. But let's continue.
If you look at all these pictures and all this stuff and everything, okay? You see the Glock's top exposed DJ Mustard and his girlfriend, Brittany Stroud at the baby shower. I mean, it's just like what this looks like to me is she is so hurt. All right. Now, this is the last one that she posts. She also says, I don't know if this is at the bottom of the threads, but she says this: I can't stand a man who can't just take his L and move on. I don't even want to go over the comments of people roasting her because, like, man, I'm like 44 now, man. I don't really get a whole lot of telling people that they wrong, that they not making sense, that they need to sit their ass down. But here's what I'm gonna tell you.
She said people need to take their L and just move on. But right here, somebody quoted her. I assume this was an interview or something. Chanel speaks after divorce, saying that it's more than heartbreaking to see things end. And that's in quotation marks. Now she's trying to say he need to take his L and move on. Which one is it? I don't get it.
She is so hurt. All right. Now, this is the last one that she posts. She also says, I don't know if this is at the bottom of the threads, but she says this: I can't stand a man who can't just take his L and move on. I don't even want to go over the comments of people roasting her because, like, man, I'm like 44 now, man. I don't really get a whole lot of telling people that they wrong, that they not making sense, that they need to sit their ass down. But here's what I'm gonna tell you. It's obvious you the one crashing out. This man ain't thinking about you. And this is what I see typically happens, especially with a lot of ladies. Men are not perfect, but the reality is, and a lot of ladies think that, you know, hey, when I get rid of this dude, there's gonna be just so many other people or opportunities out there waiting on me, and I'm gonna show him, or, you know, I'm gonna just love on myself. I'm going to fall in love with myself all over again, self-love. You know, that's what a lot of women say, find myself again. And the reality of all of that is, as you are finding yourself again, that's all great. But boy, you better find yourself and make sure that you find yourself valuable to other people, especially in the romantic world. This is one of the things I feel like the difference between men and women inherently. When a man gets dumped and he gets down bad, like to the point where it's just tough, a man is going to try to be hurt, you know, be destroyed. He's going to do his best to get over it and to be stronger, not to himself. A lot of times when I see women talking about being stronger, it's their own self-worth, right? And then now that self-value is now, you know, permeated to everybody else or passed around to everybody else. So my self-worth is how I feel, and now these are my new standards. And somehow that should translate to the rest of the world. So the rest of the world should be like, oh, you know, it's kind of like when your iPhone updates or something like that. Android updates. Oh, it's updated. Okay. So your standards are updated. So we should be, okay, let's be ready to accept your standards now. Like that. And the reality is that nobody really cares that you've updated your self-worth or your self-value or standards, because only you are the judge of that. The only thing the world cares about is if those standards match what it needs. Do your standards match what the private sector needs? Does your standards match what the romantic or dating market needs based on what you want? And once you can't do that, this is the reality. It turns into bitterness. You turn into Chanel Theory. You turn into her. Once this happens, you become distraught. You become upset. You become down bad. You become mad. You become angry. And, you know, like I said, he may have made some mistakes, but look at this attitude. This, what you're showing the world is you're not somebody that people want to deal with.
That video right there shows the attitude. This video, she looked like she ready to poke somebody in the forehead.
I'm mad. You become angry. And, you know, like I said, he may have made some mistakes, but look at this attitude. This, what you're showing the world is you're not somebody that people want to deal with. Okay, you're down bad. You can't handle your emotions. Like, anybody who would want to date you is like, oh, did you see his wife, Chanel? Yeah, ex-wife? Yeah, oh yeah, don't mess with her. Nah, she's ridiculous. Same thing with Tia Mowry. A lot of men, when, let's say if somebody was looking at dating you, the way you carry yourself is so important because you're going through a stressful time right now. And we understand that humans have tough times, but we also understand that you have the ability to control that as much as possible. And you're not making the decision to do that. And as men that are maybe interested in you, and if we're smart, we can connect the dots that if you would act this way with your ex-husband under the same circumstances, you would do it with us. And so a lot of ladies, just because they can't control how they feel and they take it on the social media, we don't want to see that. It's just like if we have problems with our baby mamas, you don't want to see that, okay? You just don't. As a woman, you don't want to see a grown ass man having issues and he behaves like a child. You just don't want to see it, no matter what she did. Because if it's a woman and you're the weaker vessel and this guy is crashing out and can't control his emotions, the first thing that you think is, well, what if something happens with us? What will he do to me? And now I just don't feel safe. And this is what a man thinks, like, I just don't want the stress. So basically anybody that would even want to encounter you again is like, oh, I see why he left your ass now. It can make sense. Yeah, he left you because you are down bad as hell. That's why, because you don't got it all. Something is wrong with you. I would have left your ass too. And the thing is, now we start speculating why he didn't leave her ass earlier. Why he taking so long? he should have been gone. Like, if that was me, I would have left your ass at the grocery store. Like, these are the things that men start to think. And then I don't know what it is about, women. Are y'all thinking about, some of y'all who do this, are y'all thinking about, this is what men are contemplating? Like, what's going on? Like, you really need to take into consideration, first of all, who you're talking to. Like, well, if you have problems, who you're putting this out to in the world, all right? And second of all, let me just tell you this, honey. If you had an opportunity to get with somebody else, wouldn't you have done it by now? I mean, it's been a while. I mean, you were also tweeting about the fact that you were upset primarily because, he moved her into the house that y'all built, but you lost that. I mean, you lost the court proceeding on that. They awarded to him. So
that sounds like she just look for anything to complain about. She using my towels. Them the towels I bought that we bought together. Man, move on.
That's done. That's over with. I mean, why your ass haven't moved on with your life, I don't know. But clearly we see why you haven't moved on with your life. And again, like, this is all about winning as men. Let me just tell you this, guys. It's not fair for women all the time. But if you can control your value to the world, and your ex-wife can't, that's her, like, she falls down the pecking order and you may not. And it's the same way for women. If women improve themselves and the man does not, he gonna be extremely bitter because, he just didn't and she did. And that's the reality. You can tell everybody what you're worth, what you're not gonna accept, what you're not gonna do. Listen, I could tell you that anything that you want to hear. It don't have to make sense. The reality is we're going to see if you really about that. The world will show us if you really moving like that, if you really got what it takes. And if you don't, you're going to end up like her, super down bad, dusty as hell, looking silly, looking mad, looking utterly ridiculous. And you're going to be on my show getting your ass roasted up, laughed at, because your ass is over here crashing out on Threads, not even X, on Threads. Like, that's how bad it is. You over there on Threads crashing out. Girl, if you don't sit your $5 ass down and go get in somebody's choir stand and seek some healing in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Okay? Stop playing.
Certified forehead poker. Like, ain't no denying that. She'll poke the shit at your forehead. Oh, yeah. Also, this eye, man, this eye is like a floater. But I ain't gonna get on that, All I'm saying is, sometimes you gotta take your L's, just like you said to him. You gotta take your L's and move on. But one thing for sure that I'm sure we all want to do, let's go and get it out the way. Buster! Niggas acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. Turn the TV out. Turn the TV out. I'm just saying, though. What y'all think about it, though? Leave me a comment down below. Y'all think DJ Mustard doing her wrong? I'd like to know. Let me know. We need to continue this conversation down in the comment section. So I'll meet y'all down there. If you made this far in the video, go ahead and hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe on your way out. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.